Hey guys, so I had an idea that I would take some questions inspired by one of my most viewed YouTube videos on healing from sexual trauma. And I would answer some of those questions because I figured a lot of you guys might have similar questions or that this could just be beneficial information for people to know. So I'm just going to read some of the questions and I'm going to answer them. Question 1. How can I start healing when I feel like my trauma has consumed me for years and I can't find the words to talk about it? Healing from trauma starts with acceptance and understanding that healing is not linear. You are going to have ups and you are going to have downs along this process. And for many people, we don't feel like we have the words to articulate what we're experiencing or what we had experienced. And so there are activities that you can engage in, things like meditation, journaling, and just engaging in some physical movement that help process difficult emotions, help you move through those experiences. And if you have the opportunity and resources, I would recommend working with a therapist so you have a safe space to talk about all of these things that are coming up for you and learn healthy ways to navigate or to mitigate those experiences or those memories. Question 2, is it normal to feel like I'm back at square one after being re-traumatized, even after years of healing work? Yes, absolutely. You can do years of therapy and engage in all of the self-help and self-care activities, and those memories will still come up because we are not God. We do not know what is going to re-traumatize us. Sometimes it's a faint smell. It's an experience where you're around somebody of a similar personality type. The options are limitless and endless. And no, that does not mean because you feel like that trauma is coming back up, that all of that work was for nothing, or that it wasn't beneficial, or that it just didn't matter, because that's not true. It does matter. It does help. And actually what it demonstrates and what it shows is that you are on a new chapter. You are in a new chapter on your healing journey, right? You have taken care of what you can control. And now that there's something new to come up, now it's time to change gears and look at ways to manage that or those new triggers. So no, it is not a lost cause. And no, it does not mean that all of that work and effort was for nothing. Question 3, what should I do if I feel guilty for what happened, even though I know it wasn't my fault? It's normal to feel emotions that don't match a situation. I just full stop right then and there. Many of us don't even know that or question, right? There must be something wrong with me, or I must have done something for me to feel this way. No, emotions come and go, and they can come up for a variety of different reasons. One thing that I will say though is if you feel like you're struggling with thoughts of this is my fault, helpful reframe is to switch that this is my fault statement into a question, asking, how is this my fault? And doing reframing or engaging in reframes like those can help show us that we have nothing to feel guilty about, or that there must be, or there might be something else there. What I think might be guilt might be something else entirely, and it's worth further exploration. Question 4, how do I deal with feeling triggered by intimacy in my relationship, especially when my partner doesn't understand my reactions? So in relationships, problems affect both partners. It's a really provocative idea that, okay, these are my issues and those are their issues. But in relationships, the issues aren't divided by you or me. Issues are a we. And what I mean by that is, no, it is not your partner's responsibility or obligation to solve problems for you or to figure out what's going on. What I mean by that is, if something is affecting or impacting you, it's also impacting your partner. And communication is key. right? So having open and honest dialogue with your partner about what's going on or what you've experienced is the first step. And if you feel like you aren't able to do that or you're not comfortable doing that, then I would recommend you and your partner to engage in some couples therapy, to have a safe space where you could talk about your experiences and your feelings and find healthy ways of moving forward. And last question, question 5, what's the best way to let go of feelings of revenge or anger after trauma so I can focus on healing? Acknowledge your anger. Anger is a healthy and normal response for anyone who has experienced trauma. So allow yourself to experience it. And at the same time, allow yourself to feel some self-compassion and engage in activities where there is community support, right? This provocative idea that I can just pull myself up from the bootstraps and that I can handle this all on my own and figure out everything all on my own is not true. That is not a realistic goal. And we rely on others. So if you feel lonely, if you feel like I am navigating this and I am alone and I don't have anyone to talk to, I would encourage you to look into support groups or to maybe find a hobby or engage in communities where there are people who are willing to listen and offer support, because that is what's important. And if needed, reach out to a counselor or a therapist. Everyone needs a safe space where they can talk openly and honestly about feelings they might not feel safe sharing with other people. And working with a counselor or a therapist could do that for you. So I hope you guys found these questions and answers helpful. Let me know in the comment section if you have any other questions or if there are any other videos you would like me to do a Q&A for. And I'll see you guys soon. Bye.